Hey church family, it's Pastor Omar here and Pastor Carlos. We have been so grateful that throughout this challenging season of COVID-19, we have been able to stay connected digitally. And we have seen God do tremendous things. We have seen an average of 30,974 people watch our online service every week. Amazing. Hundreds of small groups gather together to study God's Word, pray, encourage each other. We have served the community like never before. And so really, if you think about it, our church has never been more active. And even though we have been able to meet digitally, there's still a holy longing inside of us to gather physically again. And listen, church family, that is a good thing. And so as we have been planning our physical regathering process, know that we have prayerfully and scripturally considered different options, as well as sought out the wisdom of other church leaders, both locally and nationally. These are hard decisions that we've had to wrestle with at length. Know that as we processed everything, we have factored in the reports of the lower mortality rates and the unfortunate politicizing of this virus by some. Ultimately, we wanted to strike the right balance between opening when we're on the safe side for our families, but not dragging it out too long. And so today we want to unveil our plan to begin to regather physically in a way that is safe for our families and safe for our communities. This plan takes into consideration that even though it may not be safe enough to meet in larger groups, it is getting safe enough to meet in smaller groups. Therefore, the plan consists of 3 different phases. First of all, we have our church online, which has been amazing with Zoom and with live chats. But Pastor Carlos, what is the first phase in us regathering?
Absolutely, Pastor Omar. Well, phase 1 begins the weekend of September 5th and 6th. I'm really excited about this because, interesting enough, we've been going through the book of Acts in our own quiet time. And in chapter 2, we see how the early believers, how the early Christians would come together and gather in homes. So with that being said, phase 1, we're going to have this thing called CF Home Gatherings. And it's gonna be amazing because we are gonna provide you, if you host a home gathering, we're gonna provide this kit. And inside the box, it's gonna have some resources for you. You're gonna have a yard sign. We're gonna have Lord's Supper elements. We're gonna have a CF Kids bag for the kiddos and other things as well, like the Christ Fellowship t-shirt and other cool resources. So the idea behind this is if you host a home gathering, you will ask your small group or whoever you feel comfortable with, like your family member, your cousin, your abuelita, your tia, or even your neighbor, you would come together and you would watch the services online. But you would come together and you would also worship, obviously practicing CDC guidelines, but you would come together and worship, hear a message, and even afterwards, you'll have some community time and spend some time together discussing the message and have some time eating something and enjoying each other's company in a small gathering. This is why we call it home gatherings, Christ Fellowship home gatherings. Now you might be thinking, Pastor Carlos, I love the idea, but I can't have the online services on my TV. I don't have the resources for that. Well, if you sign up, we're also going to provide a Roku device for you. And so if you want to host one of our home gatherings today, you can go to our website, cfmiami.org/home, and our campus pastors and staff team will deliver this kit for you to begin the home gatherings. It's gonna be amazing. Pastor Omar, what is phase 2? Talk to us about phase 2.
For sure. So after we have gone through phase 1, phase 2 will begin on October 17th and 18th. And this is like a big weekend for us because this is a target weekend for us to begin having services here at Christ Fellowship. There'll be family services where we'll be safe, spacious, and sanitized. We're gonna have the proper seating, spaced out throughout the auditorium. They are family services, so you can bring your little one with you and they can enjoy the service together. If you are bringing a little one, make sure you bring a digital device with headphones so they can watch CF Kids during that time. But these are gonna be really special moments to be able to start gathering physically in a larger context. And then also in phase 2, we're gonna have CF students opening up on Friday nights. They're gonna get there, same thing, spaced out, super safe. And so we're looking forward to the students beginning to gather together beginning at phase 2. The third phase will be sometime during November or December. We don't know yet the date because it's still far off. But at that point, Everything that we have covered will still be active, and we will open CF Kids again, where you can drop your little ones in a safe and secure environment, safe, spacious, and sanitized, and they can have kids ministry like they have all of their life, their little life, right? But one of the things that we want to show you here, which is the reason we put this in this context, is that even when we get to phase 3, everything we have offered will still be open. We'll still have church online.
Yep.
We'll still have CF home gatherings. We'll have family services on the weekends, students and kids. And the reason that we have left everything open is because the truth is that every single one of us is at a different state with this virus.
Right.
Some of us are eager to join church, to come and worship again, and listen, we're gonna have our services for you. Others may not be comfortable meeting in larger gatherings, so they would rather still meet in home gatherings, and that's perfectly fine. And some of us still are not even comfortable meeting with other people, even in small circles. And for those, we still have church online with Zoom chat, with Zoom parties and chats and all the things that go on online. So the reason is we have a place for you to engage the Lord in whichever way you feel comfortable. Now, a question that we get at times is why can't we open up our campuses a little earlier? And the answer lies is that some churches who are smaller may be able to open earlier because logistically it's easier for them to manage. But keep in mind, listen, we have been blessed with a church with 7 different campuses, with thousands and thousands of people coming in the weekend. And so when we open, it needs to be the right time where we feel it is safe for everyone and that we can provide the right environments. And so that's the reason we chose October 17th and 18th. That is our target date, and we're hoping that is where we land eventually. So Pastor Carlos, anything else?
Yeah, thank you so much, Pastor Omar. Really excited about this. Well, if you are like Pastor Carlos, man, I want to sign up to host a home gathering in my house. Once again, I want to encourage you, go to our website, cfmiami.org/home and sign up today. We love you guys. God bless you. Have an incredible day.